Hi guys, welcome back to Chasing Financial Freedom. Today is the 21st of July of 2020 and we're going to talk about the stock market, more specifically the stock market in the USA. So at first glance, the hour is 14 and 17 minutes. We have S&P futures ahead of 25 points. Then we have Dow futures ahead of 186 points and Nasdaq futures up 88 points and Russell 2000 futures up 17.7. We have an increase in crude oil from about 2.5%. So here we have some good news. Stock futures rise as investors eye stimulus in the EU and US, and we have some good news. Then we can read about the stock futures, and stock futures rose today morning following global equities higher after European Union leaders agreed to a breakthrough fiscal stimulus deal to help support the virus-stricken region. Yes, they have come to an agreement. That's good, because in this way the economy will rise. So the risk rally also sent crude oil prices up more than 2% to more than 42 per barrel. So we are moving ahead. We have here the results for some companies, and we have here some news about AstraZeneca. That share closed 4% lower before setting. So we have seen in the last week at closing that some companies closed lower. For example, Merck, Moderna, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson closed lower, even though Pfizer was up about 2%, and then it closed at around 1%. So it looks good. So more than 50% of market pros think a vaccine will be ready within a year. Yes, it will be ready after all the studies that is going to be. So optimism on vaccine has increased notably. Yes, we can clearly see this happening. So approximately when do you think the first working vaccine for COVID will be available? In the next 6 months. I think that it will be ready in the next 6 months. Then we have other people in 6 to 12 months. The most of people think this is the year span, and we have here the other. So here I have my watch list, and we can look at the winners and losers from last week. So the loser was Nikola, down 21.27%. Then we have Wirecard, which has gone down. Moderna, very interesting, probably because it topped, so there was no hope anymore, even though we have for today a bullish pattern detected, and 1 year estimate target is $96. So if we believe that analysis to be true, or that prediction to be true, then we have still about 10% or 20% to make on this stock, if you believe in it. Then we have individual down, but then we have a clear loser was Spirit Airlines, and Spirit Airlines today is up $0.42 and 2.4%. So we are moving up a little bit, and we have, based on chart analysis on this chart, we have a neutral commodity channel index, and we can clearly see here, if we look at the graph, that the volume is increasing, even though it's not as high as we would like. So the average volume is 25 million, and the volume was 10 million. So 15 hours ago we had a headline Why airline shares falling today? We all know why, because of the Ronnie Rona case. Nothing new here to see. Then moving ahead, we have United Airlines. Let us check how they are doing today. Today they are up 0.84%, moving up. I think it's, if you have the time, I don't think they're going bankrupt, and 1 year estimate target is $41. There is still a bearish pattern detected, and we here see that in the short term it will probably go down, in mid-term up, and in the long term again down, but we will see. Again, we have an estimated return of 64% and the stock is undervalued. We have seen there, if we look back, we see that in quarter 2 2019 their actual the estimate of earning per share was 4.09 and the actual was 4.21. So they did a little bit better, at around 10% better than expected. So here clearly we see that of the Ronnie Rona case, we were not making good progress as for now. They have a great line. If we can see here, they are planning to purify the air to combat coronavirus. So I think that we're moving in the right direction. Okay, moving back, space. I think for now it's a little bit too high for my taste, even though it is probably going to rise a little bit more. Then if we look at Nikola, some people ask a lot of questions about Nikola. Today it's up of already for 4.55%, even though we have a bearish pattern detected. So it is 1 year estimate 59. So if you believe in this company, you have $20 to make on it. So if you want to bet on that. Okay, let me see. For what about Boeing? Boeing, a great company in my opinion. Then we have Lufthansa, Pfizer. I want to talk about Pfizer today. And NIO was the winner. So Boeing for today is up $2 and 1.14%. Here we see a line forming at around 175 that we need to cross in order to get ahead. So Boeing is probably going great. So Southeast Asia budget airline boom turns sour for plane makers, lessors. MAX recertification isn't enough anymore. We will see what is going to happen with this stock in the future. So they are going to make progress, but we are still holding this line at about $175. Here we have seen a peak in stock, and we will see what is going to happen. So what is the key takeaway? The key investor takeaway is that the valuation for Boeing is questionable here with limited airplane demand over the next few years. We don't know that. US passengers are only back to 27%. Okay. Until the airplane manufacturer starts doing the better financially, the stock isn't appealing with a large market cap, suggesting the value isn't depressed while the customer base is struggling. Any positive news on FAA recertification on the MAX isn't a reason to buy the stock. Yes, if you buy it in the short term, it is. Well, the volatile aerospace player has the street divided, as TipRanks Analytics indicate BA has a hold based on 17 analysts in the last 3 months. 7 rate stock a buy, 7 hold, while 3 recommend sell. Meanwhile, the 12-month average price target stands at $188, marking a modest 8% upside. But I think we are not heading. It's not a company that is going to go bankrupt. So they are still, in my opinion, going to have some good investments made. Then we have Lufthansa. going a little bit slow as for right now. We will see what happens in the future. I opened the position in Lufthansa because I believe in the millionaire guy who bought 15% of Lufthansa. I think that he's going to make it right, so we will see what's going to happen. Then we have Pfizer up 1% in the before hours. I think it's a great company to invest in because they are, in my opinion, ahead in the making of the vaccine. But as always, we will see. And then last we have NIO. NIO is up 6.39% and still a bearish pattern detected. We have the Williams percents R, and we will see. In 1 year it is expected it could be $38, but we will see about that, what's going to happen. So Q2 we still don't have the earnings here. Okay, we will see what happens. So as always, I want to tell you that I am no financial advisor. I do these videos to have fun, to learn, and to teach the people who knows a little bit less than me, so that we can grow together. So here we have some other news. The earnings expectation has been lowered. Okay, so up until next time, have a great day and a great trading day ahead.